Hi, welcome to my video. My name is Marlon. I'm from mmcshowcase.com. Today what I'd want to talk to you about is getting good quality audio out of your videos. So recording good quality audio with your video. The number one reason why people get crappy sounding audio from their videos is because they're using the onboard mic on their camera, which is not designed very well for capturing audio. These cameras, a lot of the times, whether it's consumer grade cameras, prosumer cameras, or even some professional to more professional cameras that's used in the industry, they tend to not record great audio with just using the mics that's on board. A lot of the times what you find is these production companies or TV companies or whoever, they use a separate audio recorder with a boom mic, one of the shotgun mics, something like this here, which is a directional mic. So they will hold that on top of with a boom pole on top of the over the subject, using maybe like a mic stand or someone physically holding it over them, and this will capture good directional sound and reject sounds from the sides, which would eliminate a lot of the background noises. To use one of these, you need to have something that has an XLR connection. Most professional mics come with an XLR connection, which is this connection here, which is a 3-pin connection. The cable looks like this. So you plug that into here, and the other end goes into your audio device, whether your camera has that built in or you're using a separate audio device. Now, most consumer grade cameras do not have XLR on them. So what you'll need to do is use something like this. This is a Tascam DR40. At the bottom it has 2 XLR inputs for 2 XLR microphones, and you can record the sound directly onto the SD card of this device, and then what you'll need to do is export that sound into your editing software and sync the sounds up with the camera audio. To simplify things, if you are just doing sort of like interview style recordings or recordings where you're having more control over what you're doing and the person isn't going to be moving around, your subject isn't moving around too much, what you could do is just use a simple lapel mic, a clip-on mic, which is what I'm using today. This could go directly into your camera if your camera has a microphone input. However, a lot of the cases with these microphone inputs, they introduce a lot of hiss, a lot of background noise, a lot of hiss, just simply because the components they use in these cameras are not top quality and are not designed very well for capturing good quality audio. To eliminate that, what I do is I use another device. I go into that device before I go into the camera. I use a Zoom H1, which is an audio recorder as well. It's similar to this, but it's a lot smaller, and that sits on top of the camera. I plug the mic into that. I can then use the controls on that Zoom H1 to turn up or down the audio level, the input gain, and then go into the camera with enough of a signal to allow me to capture cleaner audio without actually having to turn the gain up on the camera, which is where you introduce a lot of the background hiss. Having something like that is a simple way of recording good clean audio without having to separately sync up the sound in post-production, because you're recording it along with the video inside the camera, as well as you can record onto the Zoom itself. So it's having some kind of redundancy. If one fails sort of thing, you've got some backup there that you can use for your recordings. If you haven't got access to any of these, most people have access to a smartphone these days. There are cables you can get that will allow you to plug in a lapel mic or a clip-on mic into a smartphone as well, whether it's iPhones or Android phones. You can record. There are lots of apps you can get to record audio into your phone and then export the audio. So there are a number of ways you can do this. You can buy a simple pocket recorder. One of these dictaphone type recorders would do just as good as a job as recording into your camera as well. So the main thing is having the audio source as close as possible to the mic. And if you're using the onboard camera and the camera is any distance away from you, the sound is going to sound very tinny, very thinned out, and not very good. So hopefully this has helped someone that's looking to do their own videos, whether you're a company looking to do your own corporate videos, or you're someone that's looking to just record personal videos or record any kind of event or things like that. At least you've got some idea of what you'll need to put into your audio production, to your video production, to make the audio side of it as good as the video side, because it's a 50-50 thing. If your audio is crappy and your video is great, people are gonna eventually turn off from watching that video, because no matter how pretty or how crystal clear your picture is, if people can't hear properly what's going on or understand what's going on, it's pretty much useless them watching that video. Or if they can hear what's going on and there's a lot of distracting noises in the sound, whether it's a high pitch, a high frequency hiss, or a low buzzing noise, or just lots and lots of background noise because you chose to use a multi-directional mic rather than a shotgun mic in a noisy environment, then it's just not going to add value to your production. So if you want to see what I do, some of the work that I do, just have a look at my website. Again, it's mmcshowcase.com. I'm going to hopefully do a lot more videos regarding some of the gear that I use with my video production and things to do with web design, as well as possibly some music as well. So what I want to do is hopefully get you guys to subscribe if you like this video. Just give me a thumbs up and comment, rate and subscribe. Until next time, take care.